I know Daryl has one too.
How everyone doing?
I'm
Hey,
doing good.
Daryl.
You hanging in there, Daryl?
Oh yeah, I'm hanging in there. Ain't done me yet.
Hey, Greg.
Yes, ma'am.
I went and saw a few yesterday in Baltimore and did videos and did the ARVs.
Okay.
Can I discuss them with you first, or should I just go ahead and do the sale agreement?
I mean, if you think that that you're gonna, make a good offer, um, but let me finish with
Luis?
yeah.
Okay.
All right, Luis, go ahead and give me the address.
It's 4700. Give me a second. Mimsey, Mimsey Road.
All right, so this is in Upper Marlboro. This the property?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm gonna run the comps, but while I'm doing that, why don't you tell me a little bit about the property?
Property. They're
Or tell me
asking
what you
for.
know.
Got you. They're asking for 250. They're saying ARV is 345. Estimated rent is 20 between 2500 and 2700. They currently have somebody living there. They're not ready to close right now, but they want to close in the near future, probably about by June. Looking at the neighborhood, look pretty good from Redfin standard. What else can I tell you about it? That's all. That's pretty much all that I know, and it's from a wholesaler. And I got them
Oh,
down to a point where I got it without any wholesale fees. I just ran an MAO on it and just roughed it out, roughed the numbers out a little bit.
yeah, it's a little small. Um,
I think it's split level too.
is it Mimsy Road?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's in Marlboro Meadows. So I've got an ARV probably like around three, let's say 335.
Okay.
Um, let me take a look at this one.
Okay. Thank you.
So this is in Marlboro Meadows. This one sold for 335. Um, and it's in decent condition. So you, ARV is probably closer to 350, I would say. Because this one sold for 335 and it needs work. And how much do they want for it?
I will say 250. They're asking for 250.
Yeah, 250 is too much.
I think that's what I told them. I think I offered them 240. I'm looking for my notes. I can't find my notes because I feel a lot of pressure right now, but I gotta find my notes. So I know I offered him less.
You said you're feeling a lot of pressure.
I'm joking.
Am I putting pressure on you?
I would like to ask Valerie for the answer on that one.
Yeah, Louise, I totally understand.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. Finally.
Do I make you nervous?
All the time.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks for doing that. Thank
I
you,
tell
Val.
you what, I tell you what, there are times when I speak with Greg, I don't realize there are questions I should have asked in the conversation until after we get off the phone. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, man. I
It's
should have
not
known that.
you. It's not you.
Yeah, it's Keith,
But
not you.
but Luis, the
Yeah.
offer shouldn't be more than 175 on this one.
Okay.
And so let me say this, you guys, the numbers are tight these days. And one thing that I'm running across is there's not a lot of cash buyers now. So depending on what you want to do with the property, Luis, is this something that you wanted to wholesale or is it something that you wanted to buy?
Well, I wanted to walk through it with the expectation that I might come in lower. And I gotta walk through it to get a good feel for it. Kind of like the house in Baltimore, when I walked through it, I felt like it was a buy and hold. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I think if I do decide to do a fix and flip, my backup plan will be always to buy and hold. So I
This
wouldn't wholesale it right now.
so this one is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths.
Hmm.
It's only 816 square feet, so it's small.
Gotcha.
But the listing, if this is the right address, 4700 Mimsy Road, it says it's active at basically 3:30. So it's saying it's active on the market for 3:30, and it just went on the market, what, today or yesterday? 17th, is today the 17th? Yeah, today. Went on the
Okay.
market today. They actually put it on the market today for 3:30, 329.9. So I would check with the wholesaler and just let them know that.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll do that before Saturday comes around.
So these are probably newer pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's decent. You may have already answered this,
Mhm.
but did you say that you were going to hold this?
No, I didn't quite answer that. I'm in the air. I want to walk through it to see what I can do with it, and I want to get your opinion on it.
Okay. All right. So, but yeah, just make sure you talk to the agent. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sorry, the wholesaler, and just see
Gotcha.
see what they want to do. I was in a meeting today with bunch of investors that I'm a part of nationwide. Are you guys familiar with Tiffany? What's Tiff's last name? Tiff and her husband Josh. High, Tiffany High. Some of you guys should be. Anyway, I'm in a group with them. They're in Ohio, but there was investors from all over. And one of the consensus was that it's just a tough market right now for investors in terms of primarily if you're a wholesaler. Um, Interest rates are high, then they started to come down, but now because of the war, we don't know what's going to happen. And actually, the Fed doesn't, they don't even know yet what's going to happen with the interest rates. But the thinking is they're going to go back up because of this war. Um, and so there's a lot of cash buyers that are kind of on the fence right now. Now, if you're buying and holding, you're good. You don't have anything to worry about because values are still going up, and there's an abundance of tenants. And Akia sent me a chart. She may have sent it to you guys too. Like for example, DC just put out a new chart for voucher holders, and um, they've actually gone up um, considerably on their rents. And so that's a huge that's a huge advantage for us. And so just be mindful of that. I mean, if you're looking to buy and hold, it's just a great time now to do that. You have a question, Luis?
Yeah, not a question, more of a comment. I just looked at my notes. I offered 260 on this property, which it sounds like I offered too much. So that's all. That's all I wanted to just kind of talk about.
Okay. Okay. And again, you just wanted to take a good look and then decide what you wanted to do, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's good. Let me give you guys an example. In DC now, Section 8, four bedroom. I'm sorry, four bedroom in DC. Depending on where you are in DC, 6231. Um, that's for a four bedroom, five bedroom, 7165, and a six bedroom, 8100. Isn't that crazy? So a lot of what she's doing, the last house we looked at, which is about maybe 2 weeks ago, um, I think that was a four bedroom, but actually has a six bedroom that she's getting 71, but now they're paying 8100. That's a lot of rent. That's a lot of rent, you guys. All right, any other questions on this one on Mimsy? Okay. Daryl, give me that address, Daryl. No, Daryl, you had one that you wanted me to look up.
Yeah, yeah. Excuse me. It's 3070 Deepwater Way, Edgewood, Maryland.
3070.
Deepwater Way.
Does this look like the house?
Um, I gotta take another. I don't think that look like the house I saw. That don't look like the house I saw. It might be. I gotta take another look at it.
So this says 3070 Deepwater Way.
Okay, could be. That might be another picture that I haven't seen or something.
This is out in Hartford County.
No, this is supposed to be Edgewood, Maryland.
Okay. Yeah, this is in I think Alex, you on here? I think that's your neck of the woods, isn't it? Hartford
Good
County?
evening. Good evening, Greg. Yeah, Edgewood is in Hartford County.
Yeah.
Is that the one? Yeah, you text me 3070 Deep Waterway.
Yeah. Yeah, how you doing, Alex? I ain't heard from you in a while.
I'm good. How are you?
I've been all right.
Good.
Hey Daryl, check on that address and then call me. I mean, or just let me know if we're still on here. If you want to check on it real quick and get back to me.
Yeah, I can check on it, no problem. Um,
Okay. Valerie, you said that you had a property that you looked at. You want to give me one of them?
Yes, I have several. One in particular. Do you prefer the MLS or
The address.
the address is 4243 Dix?
Dick Street in DC?
Yes.
I feel like I read comps on this before.
I was just around there the other day. Uh, okay, I'm ready whenever you're ready, Mr. B.
Okay, let me finish up with Valerie. So Valerie,
Yeah.
this one's active on the market.
Right.
So this is what a yeah, two bedroom, two bath. Um, and so what's your plan for this?
Well, my plan is to make an offer for wholesaling.
Now,
Um,
now why did you choose this property?
because I ran the ARV and I came out with 475.
No.
Property next door was my comp.
So look at the square footage. It only has 890 square feet. So it's a two
Oh,
bedroom.
okay.
The 890 square feet in Deanwood, I mean, you're probably $100,000 too high. Let me just show you real quick. All right, so we're in Deanwood. Let me run the comps real quick.
Yeah, I used next door, 4241.
What's the square footage for next door?
I don't recall.
No, we can't use the house next door unless it's like kind, unless it's the same square footage and everything.
Okay.
So just because a house is next door and it's sold, it's got to be the same condition. It's got to be the same square footage, all those kinds of things. So this one is about the same. Um, let me start all over.
Greg, isn't Deanwood a Kia's preferable spot in DC?
Yeah,
Hey Kia. Okay.
she goes by Kia now.
On TikTok, right?
She goes by Kia now. All right, because I don't think this one didn't look like it has a basement. No, it didn't have a basement. All right, so let's see. So this is an outlier. I don't know what this is. But anyway, so the comps are 339. We've got well, let's look at 339. 900 square feet, so it's the same square footage. This one doesn't look like it's been renovated. There's only 9 pictures. Not bad, but so I would say the ARV is probably a little higher than this, probably 375, 380. Let me do one more thing. Um, so yeah. So we got F Street here, sold for 400. We've got this 398, 350. This one's renovated for 350. Nicely renovated for 350. Square footage is about the same. So yeah, Val, you're I'd like to I'll do we need to do like a comps class. And we've it's got to be like kind properties. It's got to be same square footage because it's the subject property here is 980 square feet, which is small. It's a two bedroom. The one, do you have the address next door just so I can show you?
Yes. And I will say that I looked, I think it was Zillow that did 1600 as opposed to 800 square feet. I think it combined both
Well,
above and below. That's why I probably thought that that was a comp.
okay. All right,
Okay.
give me the address of next door. It's on Dick Street, right?
Yes. So 4243.
4243?
Yes.
No, 4243 is a subject property. So is it 4245?
4241. 4241.
Okay. So that one's nicely renovated. It's bigger, but not much big. It's about 100 square bigger. Um, hmm. It's 100 square feet bigger, and it did. Oh, it sold a few years ago, 3 years ago for 475. I wonder why. So it sold 3 years ago. So the other thing is, you guys, we're only looking at when we're running our comps, we're looking at 6 months. We're only going back 6 months. This one's really nice. Surprise! Oh, they got 3 bedrooms out of it. So they put 2 bedrooms and a bath in the basement. Okay. Yeah. Normally at 475, now in Deanwood, it's a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, about 1,500 square feet in Deanwood. All right. Um, any questions here, Valerie?
What did you say the comp should have been for this one?
About 375.
Okay.
So what was your offer on this one?
My offer on this one, 225.
All right, let me teach you guys a trick. At 225, you multiply if that's your offer, you multiply that by 2. And so at 225, we multiply that by 2, we're at 450. So we're saying that the ARV is 450. And then you can also work backwards on that. If the ARV, let's just say it's 400, then you should be dividing the ARV by 2. So if ARV is 400, the first thing I'm going to do is divide that by 2, which is 200, and say that should be my maximum allowable offer without running the formula. So if you're offering, I think you said 220 is what you're going to offer, then
220. Mm-hmm.
220 or 225.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which one?
225.
So that means the ARV is 450.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying.
Got you.
Okay.
Greg, when did you say you divide?
This is just a shortcut.
I understand.
It doesn't always work.
I got
But
you.
when I'm looking at properties, if someone tells me that the ARV on a property, I'll just keep the numbers easy, is 400,000, that's ARV. The first thing I'm going to say to myself is my offer is going to be somewhere around 200,000. Or if someone says that they're selling the house and they want 200, I'm gonna multiply that by 2 and say, okay, I'm gonna run the comps. The comps have to be real close to 400. And that's just kind of how I mean, it's an easy shortcut. Now that doesn't always work out, especially in Baltimore. If the renovation costs more than the ARV, then it doesn't work, of course. And then it's also taken in consideration, I've taught you guys that generally speaking, renovation cost is going to be about 20% of ARV. Now, if it's less, then you can offer less. But this is just kind of just taking some quick shortcuts so that you're not way
What's
off
going to be 20% of ARV?
your repair costs. As generally speaking, it doesn't work 100% of the time, but that's just kind of how I think. And then I'm generally speaking, generally right. Now, I ran some comps on a property a couple days ago. I don't remember. Um, what I just said didn't work because there was a property in Baltimore and it needed a full renovation, and the renovation cost was more than what you could even buy the house for. You guys with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Now,
Yes.
think
Greg, this property
just so that you guys aren't wasting your time. Just think in those kind of terms. Go ahead, Valerie.
in the agent comments, they do mention possible structural and water intrusion problems. How does that information where bear any weight on the numbers, if it does?
You've got to offer lower because the renovation cost is going to be higher. Is it this property right here? Yes, this property, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it just simply means that your renovation cost is probably going to be higher than the 20% of ARV.
Or a
Right,
hard
but
pass,
It's
unless you have.
it's not a hard pass. It's just that you offer lower. And then if they take it, we put a property on the contract in Southeast last week at 310, knowing that we were going to come down, and we came down yesterday to 290, $20,000. And knowing that the 290 was our price, but we just wanted to get them on paper, and they took it. So it's not a hard pass. You just never know.
Yeah,
So
but
she may
20 grand,
go,
I'm talking about just structural problems. If you got to be ready to deal with structural problems.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
just a number.
Okay.
So in this case, let's just say instead of 80,000, the renovation cost is 100,000. And then and if they take it, then there's plenty of contractors that can deal with whatever the structural problem is.
True.
something that was interesting about this property was before the last listing expired in January, it was on the market for 185. When you look at the
Okay,
history.
we just recently had one like that also. And yeah, so it was 185 in January. I would offer 185.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do. This in January, 3 months ago or 2 months ago,
Yep.
I would offer 185.
Yep.
Okay.
Unless I would call the agent and have a conversation. Because what that's also telling me is it was on the market for 185. They probably got a contract for 185. But then the bank came back because this is a short sale. The bank came back and said, no, we want 269.9
Mm-hmm.
says it's a short sale. And so I would have a conversation. I would call Lisa Jackson and just talk to her and see what's going on.
And what would I specifically ask her?
Well, I would say what we're saying. I saw that was on the market in January for 185. You've got it on the market now for 269.9. Can you give me, I'm an investor. I have investors that might be interested. Can you give me an idea of what's going on? We'd like to make an offer at the 185. And she's probably going to say,
What
well,
you just said about the bank.
but you got to call. You guys got to get used to calling. Have you talked to the agent at all on this one?
No, I have not. I just saw it yesterday.
Yeah, I would just pick up the phone and call the agent.
Mm-hmm.
Do it right now. We want to hear the conversation. Do it right now, Valerie. Call him.
Okay, read me off the number, please.
540
Hold on,
3.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Cancel.
Is Keith on?
540.
Keith should 540 360. Looks like
Mm-hmm.
8344. Put on speaker. You're really gonna be nervous now.
Oh, so much love. What's her name again? Miss Jack.
Miss Jackson. Oh, Keith is on here. Keith, grade her.
Hello. Hi, Miss Jackson. Yes. Hi, my name is Valerie Flood. I'm an agent and I'm calling about your property at 4243 Dick Street. Yes. Okay. I'm interested in the property, but I noticed that just a few months ago it was as low as 185, but now it's up significantly. Can you tell me what's going on with the property? It's a short sale. Oh, it is. It's no longer potential, but it is an actual short sale. Yes, it's definitely going to be, it was going to be a short sale at 185. So I'm not sure what happened with the other agent. Okay, okay. So that means that the bank would not approve the 185 anymore? It's definitely going to be a short sale. Okay, so the bank is not approving that 185 anymore? No, but the seller told me they wouldn't approve that amount. Okay, okay. You mentioned that there are some possible structural issues and so forth. Can you tell me a little bit more about the house? She said that she bought it in 2018. Mm-hmm. She said she didn't have an inspection done. Mm-hmm. It looks, from when I went down there, it looked like there's possible water intrusion around the bottom of the walls of the basement. Okay. She doesn't have any reports or anything. I looked at, I'm sorry, the licensing and permitting. In 2000, I guess before she bought it, it looks like they did, I'm sorry, let me see exactly. I don't want to give you false information. So sure, I appreciate your time. I know it's after 8 o'clock. I just want to make sure I get this right because I was actually looking it up because I was like, what does this mean? Mm-hmm. But it was like they had added on to the back, and I was like, did they dig out what happened with the basement? I was like, because it's not an add-on on it. But if you go through the DC permits, they have permits and things in there. For yes. Electrical and all that, from when they did all that. I can see pictures that they started some renovating and so forth. Well, when it was like when she bought it, all that was taken care of, but I guess when the basement leaked, they started taking it down. Okay, okay. Okay.
Oh, that we're going to be sending her an offer tomorrow.
We would like to send you an offer tomorrow regarding this property.
You think the seller will take 200,000?
Would you think about 200,000 would possibly move it? I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, I have an offer at 250 and one at 260. You have two offers, one at 250 and one at 260. Yes. Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Okay. Okay. All right. Right, right, right. I appreciate this conversation with you. Thank you for your time. You're welcome. You have a good day. You do the same. Good night. Good night.
So, Keith, how did she do?
Outstanding.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bravo. Bravo.
Was
One
there
other
something
question that
else
I ask.
was there something else I should have asked?
Well, one other question that I ask is, and Ms. Jackson told us is, especially if there's a deadline implying there's going to be multiple offers, or if you're in a market where you know there are going to be multiple offers, to say, do you have any written offers? And then sometimes they'll say, oh yeah, I'm expecting something to come in. And you say, okay, do you have any written offers? Because that helps you know potentially. I mean, she went out and told you outright she's got a 250 and a 260. But if she said, oh, I'm expecting a couple coming in, that would mean she doesn't have any written offers. and that can be helpful just to, finagle the bagel there.
But you did.
Outstanding, Valerie.
Thank you.
You need to do more of that. Outstanding.
Sometimes you just got to pick up the phone and call. Go ahead, Luis.
I just want to comment, Valerie, great job. Very impressed. Um, Greg and Val, I would ask both you guys, would you still put in an offer at 200? Because you don't know if the 250 or 260 will even go through. Those people might have issues with their credit, with the loan. I personally feel like it wouldn't hurt for her to still put in the
Yep.
$200,000 offer. What do you guys think about that?
Yep.
I agree. So that's the other thing. We've got to get used to just simply picking up the phone and calling, and then we've got to get used to just making offers, knowing that the majority of the offers that we make, we're going to lose. We know that, and so let's just say that we win 15% of the time. Um, and so now you've got to look at the numbers, which means I've got to get in, you know, 10 offers to get one or one and a half. And so that's what we've got to do. And so we got to get these offers in because you just never know. It's a high percentage of the time, like 40% of the time, that the backup actually wins, which means we've got to be a backup because you have a good chance of winning. Now she's probably on this one with those numbers that Miss Jackson quoted, probably competing against someone who's going to actually live in the property. They're probably going to get a 203K loan and rehab the property, fix the property up, and actually live in it. And it would be a great deal for them, not for an investor though. So this is probably an owner occupied situation, which as investors, we run into that. I mean, we're competing against everybody. So just keep that in mind. But the main thing is for this one, you just got to pick up the phone and say, hey, what's going on? And
Now,
then
Greg,
the other thing is we never send in an offer blindly. Like if I'm the listing agent and I just see an offer and I've never had a conversation with you, I'm not even gonna hardly dignify the offer. I'm like, who's this? Why did you send me
mhm,
an offer? I don't know
mhm,
anything about them. They haven't talked to me. They didn't try
mhm.
to bond with me. I wasn't able to ask them about the financing. I just got an offer here. Now I got to do the work and call you to see what's going on. And so you want to warm up to in this case, if we're talking to agents, to the agent, you've got to call. We're just not making offers. And then you want to make the agent feel comfortable. And this is only on market deals. Off market, we're talking to the seller, but it's the same thing. Um, you got to bond, talk to them. Hey, let's see what's going on. Make them feel comfortable with you, so that now when it comes down to business, they're gonna feel comfortable doing business, knowing that if they accept your offer, they're gonna get to the settlement table and make money. So we're just not throwing offers in without talking. Does somebody have a question?
It's still me. I did speak to an agent yesterday about several properties yesterday in 2121 3. Can I give you another address,
One more, Valerie.
please?
I'm not playing with you, Valerie.
Okay.
Does Valerie know that the NCAA tournament started tonight, Greg?
Oh my. I
I
actually, look,
want
I actually picked all the right brackets one year.
you did
Of
not.
course, I didn't know what I was doing and I
Valerie.
was picking them for the wrong. Okay, so this is the address.
See, the game tonight is the baseball game.
You're right.
It's
Yep.
Venezuela against the U.S. That's the game I'm trying to get to, Valerie.
Okay, okay.
Go
So
ahead.
the
Yeah, but their
address
meeting
is,
started at 8, so
thanks, Bobby. The address is 3162 Ravenwood
Okay,
Avenue.
tell me why you chose this one.
Uh,
In Baltimore, right?
yes, because it's right around the corner from a property that I had a contract on, Elmora, and they're asking for 80. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, they're asking for 120, and
Oh,
my A,
this one they're asking 120.
I can't see it. It's so small. 3162.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Why did you choose this one?
I chose this one because um why did I choose 3162? 3162. Oh, I lost it.
What's the ARV here?
The ARV I had at 132.
No, that's too low. That's too low.
I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong address. I apologize.
Well, so it's not Ravenwood.
It is Ravenwood. It is Ravenwood. It's 3144.
So why did you choose 3144? Why,
Because
why do you think this is a good investment deal?
I thought it was a good investment deal. The ARV in the area, and what you told me mine was too low. I had it 132.
Wait, let's
There,
just run the comps real quick. All right,
okay.
so the square footage, so it's the same. I got the zip code. All right. Well, this is off of I think this is Bel Air Edison.
Yes. And Bel Air's right at the corner.
So it's 3144 Ravenwood Avenue. All right. All right. So tell me about this one.
3144, they're asking for 78. I had an ARV of 132. Owner is motivated to sell. I saw the inside of the property.
So
Let's
if these are the pictures, if these are correct, and I would assume they are because this one's on the MLS. Yeah, so this one's active on the MLS for 78. Um, Let me see, the square footage is not bad. Um, so 3130 in the same block sold for 190, and this one sold for 161. I mean, it's not bad. What are you going to offer on this one?
I was thinking 52.
Now, so you said you've seen this one. What does the block look like?
This is the block the block looked fine to me. It looked like more people live there than not. Most of the homes look well kept for the area.
So were there board ups? Did you see any board ups?
I don't recall seeing any board ups. The only reason I say that is because I saw several homes and I did videos yesterday, several blocks. So off the top of my head, I don't remember seeing any board ups that would have been red flags for this property.
Okay.
3144. And I was thinking about offering 45.
Okay. Um, now why 45? Why are you offering 45?
They're asking 78. My ARV was 132. And then I was thinking that my Mayo with 80,000 in rehab brought me down to 52K. So that's how I came up with 45.
Okay. I would, so my thought is I just don't want you just throwing out numbers just to throw it out because I want you to win.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're running the numbers, if the numbers say, for example, 50, then make an offer at 50. If you're running your numbers and it says 52, offer 52. There's got to be a rhyme or reason to make the offer, especially if it's a lot lower than what they want.
Mm-hmm.
But as investors, we don't win just throwing numbers out.
Okay, well, I didn't just throw out this number because I was thinking if they're asking for 78 and I'm offering 45, I was thinking, I know sometimes you say meet me halfway. And
Well,
so that
my point was you said that you did your numbers and you came up with 52, I think you said.
52, yes.
And then your number you came up with was 52, but then you decided to offer 45.
Mm-hmm.
My point there is as a like a learning lesson, whatever you come up with, just offer that. And then because here's the thing, you don't want sometimes a seller, if you're way too low, they won't dignify you, they'll hang up on you and never ever give you a second chance. Or they're just wasting my time. So just be careful there.
Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, you're saying if my Mayo is 52, then that's what I should go in at?
I would, especially since at 52, you're $26,000 less than what they want, right? Yeah. You're $26,000 less than what they want. So start the conversation there. And
Okay, because I always thought by that being our top, I always thought we were taught not to start at the Mayo, but start below it and work your way up to your ceiling, which is your Mayo.
no, not in this case. Now just hear me, Valerie. If your Mayo is 52, offer 52. You're already 26,000 below. Let's see how long this has been on the market. This has been on the market for 139 days. And so you stand a good chance. Now, if you go in and let's say they take the 52, then now you might be able to go back and renegotiate if you need to get it even lower.
Okay.
Always know
Okay.
that you're probably going to renegotiate, but you got to start somewhere. Like the one I told you about in Southeast, we knew our number was 290, but we also knew that they probably wasn't going to accept it. So I started at 310, got them to sign, went back to the 290 because now they feel a different emotion and they took it. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is not bad. This is
So getting it under contract for an as is, where is, and it'll say that in the contract, and you put up your $5,000 earnest money deposit, you do go through it a second time with your contractor, and you want to come back and retrade, and you say, "Hey, I went back in with my contractor," and they say, "As is, where is, you better buy it for the amount on the contract. We don't want to retrade. We're not going to lower the price. You can either buy it or we're keeping your 5 grand." Is that something that happens? Is that something you have to strategize for?
No, I mean everything's in the contract. So all the contingencies are in the contract to let you out. Like we
As is,
knew,
whereas the contract says as is, no
no, but you
contingencies.
can't go past. What contract? No, we don't use those contracts.
Okay. So even in a realtor thing, we're submitting our own contract, not a G car or a
No, no. So yeah, she would have to take. I mean, in this case, probably a
Maryland residential contract of sale.
Baltimore Association of Realtors contract. She would have to use that, but she would still put contingencies in the contract, financing contingency, inspection contingency. She would still have all those. And then she's counting down the days. All right, I got 2 days left before I've got to either um, there, there's a phrase I was going to say, but
Um,
it or get off the pot. But uh, 2 days before I either have to I know I'm going with it, or I've got to send them an email saying I want out. Now I got 1 day. Now, today I got to make that decision because if I go past today, they can keep my deposit.
so there's negotiation going on up front. If they say, sorry, we will only accept as is, we're not accepting that.
So if the question is, are we writing a contract a non-contingent contract?
No, we're not. I know that.
So we're not, and if they say we're only taking a non-contingent contract, then we don't move
Okay, good. Thank you.
unless we're like 100 and like 1,000% sure it's a good deal for us. Um, no, we never ever take a non-contingent contract. Like if they want to take out all the contingencies, then no, we're not going to deal. Because I've seen too many people in my career lose money. But I would again call the agent, Valerie, and then make the offer. Now again, this is Baltimore, so this agent is going to be looking for a Baltimore Association of Realtors contract with all of their addendums. He's not going to take he's not going to take a realtor, I mean an investor contract.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
All right, anybody else? Questions about anything?
Yeah, Greg, this is Joe. How are you tonight?
What's up, Joe?
Yeah, forget
Hey,
about me, did
I got you, Daryl. Let's let
oh,
Joe.
did I skip? Did I?
Yeah, you skipped the line, Joe, but that's
Oh,
okay.
well, hey, so I'll wait.
No, go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Sorry, man.
No,
I
you all
was I was gonna yield my seat to you.
right.
So I just got an offer from someone uh today, right? And the address is 7608 Hector Court. It's in Fort Washington, right? So I did the research on it, and it looks like the property was it was on the auction.
So,
And the
so
and
this is a property that you want to make an offer on?
yes,
Okay.
I think I do because my wife's gonna go look at it. I can't go, but my wife's gonna go look at it tomorrow on the inside. But so we found out the property was on the auction and it closed on the 12th. So we went back to the person that made the offer to us, and he told us, yeah, it was on the auction, and that now what he did, it sounds like he might be an investor as well, because he's saying there's tenants in the property right now, and when he bought the property, they told him he had 30 days to, I guess, to finalize the deal, and so he's saying that he wants to. He's trying to finalize a deal on the property in 30 days. And so he's asking, hold on. He's asking, I think it's he's saying 395 for the property. He's saying it's about 45 to 50,000 rehab. and it could ARV between 530 to 540,000.
Okay.
And I just want to know your thoughts.
What you said, 76, what?
7608 Hector HECTOR Court, Fort Washington.
Okay. All right. So whenever someone quotes you the repair costs, are they generally right with the repair costs?
No,
Or are they too high, too low?
don't be low.
Probably too
Too
low.
low.
When
They
they
always
quote you the ARV, are they generally right on the ARV?
No,
no.
AI.
Too high.
All right. So all right, so let's see. What's the square footage? 2,000 above grade. 2,000 above grade. I'm assuming it's a detached home, right?
Yes.
Okay. And it's 20744, right?
Yes, 20744.
Okay. All right. So let's see. So we've got this one here, Birdsong Drive. You haven't seen the property, right? I mean, right, Joe? 7608 hectare court.
No, I haven't seen it. There's a picture out on what is this? Redfin.
It's not a bad looking house. Is it what? So what did you want to do with this property?
I was going to do a buy and hold with it.
Were you going to live in it or rent it out?
I don't know. Depends on what it looks like. I may live in it. I got to get the approval from the wife first. She's going to go look at it tomorrow.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm thinking around could be around 500. If it's got looks like it's got a two-car garage,
Yeah.
square footage. So, um, yeah, about 500. This one's 510. So this one's fixed up at 510.
Yeah,
So it doesn't so this one so I would say around 500 would be the ARV. And then you just have to assess this is 500 without the garage. It's got 24 pictures, so it must show nicely. Nice green grass. Yeah, I would say 500 would be your ARV. And he wants to sell it for how much?
He's asking 395.
I would say that that's too high as an investor, but if you want to live in it, I think that's a good price.
But what about at an investor's price? What would you say?
I mean, my immediate would be, depending on how much work it needs, would be 250,
250?
but it depends on how much work it needs. At 250, you could flip it, you could hold it. If you're going to live in it, the price he's asking is worth it. If you're going to live in it. If you
Okay.
want to hold it, you could probably go up to maybe 300. If you're going to flip it or wholesale it, you're at 250.
Okay. And you said if I wanted to buy and hold or live in it, three?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. What did you say? What did you say? You said 295 about, right? Didn't you say 295?
Well, I'm sorry, Joe, what'd you say?
Did you say 295 or three?
If you want to buy and hold it or flip
Yes.
it, or live in it,
Yes.
I think you can go up to about 300. It all
Okay.
depends on how much work it needs.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, my friend.
Okay. Daryl,
Yes, sir.
so you got the correct address?
Yeah, 3070 Deepwater Way, Edgewood, Maryland,
Wait, hold on, hold
210
on, hold on.
21040.
The address is 37.
No, 3070 Deepwater Way.
3070.
Yeah.
All right.
And the zip is 21040.
So this is the house. It's the same house.
That's the same house?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same house we looked at. This is
Okay.
out close to Delaware. So tell me about this house.
He said that he was asking 280 for it, and he said he got his tenant occupied. They've been in there for like 15 years, and but he got him right. He said right now he got him on month to month, just in case if somebody want to buy it and they don't want to rent, then they can give him time to get out. And yeah, that was pretty much. And then he also said it needed some very minor repairs.
Okay. Um, I didn't write that down. How much does he want for this?
280.
Just looking at the tax rec, 280 is not a bad price.
Mm, okay.
So is he going to get the tenants out?
He said he can do that. Depends on what the buyer want to do. So if we wanted to buy and hold, then we could keep the tenants in there. He said because the tenants been in there for 15 plus years.
Oh, okay.
So you say the 280 is a good price?
I think so.
Yeah, that's it. Because I see that mailbox in that car.
Oh, so you're familiar with this?
Yeah, but because everything when I searched for it, they all had that mailbox in that car in the driveway.
Looks like the ARV is about 350.
Well, I was close. I came up with 346.
Yeah, I'm just doing it from Zillow. I would offer 175 on this.
175.
Yeah.
Well, I already know he ain't gonna take that because he already told me when he gave me the number. He said I'm not taking nothing less than the 280. He told me that before he got off the phone. And I said, but let me see what my partners want us what they think about the price, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Okay. So this is at 380. Yeah, I don't think Alex, are you still on here?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
What do you think? What do you think about this problem? I mean,
What
this,
do I think about the property?
yeah.
I mean, I think based on what you'd like to do, well, that picture is obviously misleading, but I, but I think that, there's a lot of rental opportunity there in Harford County. So if the thought is to buy and hold, it's a good idea. But I mean, I can see why the guy doesn't want to take less than, his number, especially if that ARV is like 345, 350. Do we know what kind of rent he's getting?
Nah, he didn't tell me what kind of rent he was getting, but he just told me that the renters that he got in there been in there for 15 plus years.
I want to know how much he's getting, quite frankly, but I'm not surprised at his stance or the number because Edgewood, I mean, there's a few different parts of Edgewood. You've got a waterfront area, you've got some of the lower income housing in Edgewood, and then you have this area like this, where the neighborhood is a little unkempt, but the houses have a solid value. So,
Yeah, when I did my search, I went up and down the street. I didn't see no vacants or nothing around the house,
right.
around the neighborhood. All the houses look like they're well taken care of around the neighborhood. So
Yeah, you're not going to in this section of Edgewood. Now, if you go and actually right on the end of Mountain Road where it becomes Hanson, a developer is building a huge development. We're talking like 400 homes, like right on the edge. So, like I said, there's different parts to Edgewood. This part, yep. Like I said, you may see some unkempt houses, but some unkempt neighborhoods, streets, but you're going to generally find a solid value.
yeah. So then the 280 sounds good then, huh?
I wouldn't offer him 280. I want to know what his rent is. I want to know what the rent is, quite frankly. I'd ask about the rent roll, but
Well, when I can give him a call tomorrow and I can ask
yeah.
him all that.
Yeah, see those numbers Greg is looking at? Exactly. I'm not surprised that he's holding. I'm really not. He's got a property in an area that has better value in Edgewood.
Yeah. Yeah. So for us, what he wants is too high for us.
Of course.
Now, Alex, how close is this to Delaware?
I thought we were being serious. Now you're not being serious.
It's close, right? Isn't it like 30 minutes?
It is not close to Delaware. Thank you, Greg.
I thought it was close.
No, it's not that close to Delaware.
Okay.
It's Baltimore County, right?
No, Hartford.
No, this is Harford County.
Oh, Harford County. Okay.
Yeah. So there, I think what he wants for us is too much. So again, if he wants 280, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, let me multiply 280 by two, and you get what's that, 50, 560,000. is the ARV, I'm asking myself the question, is the ARV 560,000? And it's not. ARV's around, like we said, around 350. Both both on Zillow and when I ran the comps the traditional way, I'm getting about 350
About 350.
as the ARV.
So when I talk to him tomorrow, I should be paying, ask him to give him an offer for 350.
And no, no, what I would say is, to be honest, if he wants 280, I would tell him
Okay.
that we can't buy the house at 280, but we can list the house at 280 and put it on the market and get a buyer at 280. Now they're going to want the tenants out, but that's an option that I would do.
So tell him we can list it for him.
Yeah, and we could give you a referral fee.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to him tomorrow about it, see what he's talking about, see what he say.
Well, that's always an option. We can list it.
So what now? Let me ask you. So we don't now. What if he don't want to do it? Do we have an offer we can give him?
Our
I mean,
offer is
I
going to be
I know I know he said he wasn't taking nothing less than 280, but then I thought about something that you were saying about what you did earlier. Could I go in there and say, hey, we like the 280, but we need to come and take a peek at it, then and then tell them, well, we got a contract that's saying we should be offering you this amount of money.
no, like I said. So let's say ARV is 350. Just real quick numbers. If we divide 350 by two, we get about 175. He's not going to come down $100,000.
No, he's not. I already know that. Yeah.
The best we can do for him, if my math was right, I don't know if my math was right or not. Um, I think in my mind is list the property for him. And just be honest. Sometimes you just got to be honest. Sometimes I will say, our number as an investor, let's just say in this case is 175, but we can list the property for you and get you what you want. And to be honest, for me, I'm happy either way. Now, for those of you guys that don't have a real estate license, I mean, we can give you a referral fee just so that you just don't just pass it up and don't make any money. We can
Okay.
we're happy to list the property. We're not going to get them all. We're not even going to get most of them. But if he really wants to sell and he needs that 280, then we'll get it for you. But we'll have to list the property. It's going to be an owner occupied situation. And
Okay.
and it would sell fast. He would have to get the tenants out, but it and spruce it up just a little bit. But if ARV, but this got 39 pictures, and so this probably, yeah. So we could sell it. So just offer him that. Throw that bone out there,
Okay.
and
I'm
we'll go out there and list it.
okay. I'll talk to him tomorrow, see what he got to say.
Okay. We are going to be out in the field, not this Saturday, you guys, but next Saturday we're going to be in Baltimore. For those of you guys who are in the program and the platinum coaching, will be in Baltimore. And if you're on here and you're not in our program, but you want to come, just let me know. Let me know. Any questions before we get out of here, you guys?
Greg, real quick question, please. When you're dealing with the properties on auction.com or any of the auction sites, you buy when you put the bid in and you actually you get the home or the property, do you have to be concerned about the liens or are they coming lien free?
Yeah, you're not going to buy it with liens. You're going to go to settlement. The title company is going to make sure that there's no liens.
Okay.
Howard B.
No,
Oh,
when you get it originally, Like, say for instance, the situation that my husband was talking about.
Yeah.
So when they got the property from auction.com, they got the property with no liens. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, they got it with no liens, but then when you go to buy it, the title company's going to do a title search again to make sure
Okay.
that, because let's just say they bought the property 2 or 3 months ago
Mm-hmm.
and there was a lien, there was no judgments, there's no liens. When you go to buy the property now, the title company's going to do another title search and give you title insurance.
Okay. All righty. Thank you.
You understand that? So you don't have to worry.
Yes.
They're gonna do a title search again.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Any questions I can answer for you guys?
Hey, Greg, I got a quick question. I'm curious. I think it was Derek's house that you were just going over, and you said you offer to sell the house and referral fee, so on and so forth. When you say that they should move the tenants, who does that fall? Who would that fall on? Would you say Derek or the owners of the house? Like, what would be your recommendation?
The owner.
Got it. Thank you.
As a matter of fact, if you're getting a hard money loan to buy that house, if you're an investor, if you're an investor buying a house, a hard money lender is not going to lend to you unless the house is empty. And a buyer who's buying it to live in it, it's the same thing. There can't be any tenants in there. So the seller has to get the tenants out. I had a situation a few years ago when I was doing a subject to. And I said, look, I'll buy the house subject to the existing mortgage, but I don't want to take on these tenants. I'll buy it once you get the tenants out. Took him about 3 months, but he got the tenants out and I bought the property.
Thank you.
Hey, Greg, I think Darian had a question. Do you have a question, Darian?
Yeah, so I was same thing I was telling you earlier, Keith. I'm actually looking at quadruplexes right now, and I'm kind of stuck between DC and Baltimore. 'Cause I know with DC I can get the higher rents, but it's a higher entry point in DC versus Baltimore. It's a better entry point, but some of the his work is going to have to be done on both sides. But I guess my question is really like what route would you go? I know Baltimore is your thing right now. But
No, I
also I mean
think for you, I would if you qualified for both, so all things are
mm,
equal, you qualify for both. I think DC would be the best thing for you because you're going to get better appreciation with those high rents that I just talked about. You're still going to get high rents. It's just like Baltimore.
mm,
You're going to get the high rents. Um, I don't know if you want to live in one or not, in house hack, but I think for you with the high rents because DC just went up on their rent, so your cash flow is going to be great for you. Like I said, the appreciation. There was one more thing I can't think of it, but I think if I was you and it was a long-term investment,
mhm.
I would do the DC thing.
Okay. I'm a I got two different lists on the MLS. So I'm gonna schedule some time in your calendar so we can try to go over some of those and just kind of try and get the ball rolling.
Yeah, just let me know. Just let
All
me.
right, man. No problem.
And
Appreciate it,
then,
man.
like I said, with you as young as you are, you buy that thing, 10, 15 years from now, if you do it right, you know, you make an extra payment towards the principal. 15 years from now, thing's worth well over $1 million. and there's a lot you can do with that. You could keep going with the cash flow. You could sell it and put that money into the stock market. I mean, there's lots of things you can do.
Appreciate that.
All right. Any other questions, you guys?
Hey, Greg, I had just one more quick one. So
Okay.
we were trying to find out what the properties that house sold for on the auction. And so we went to auction.com, gave them a call, spoke to an agent there. She said she couldn't see anything as far as the transaction and what was done, but she recommended we check out the trustee website. So we went out there, but we really couldn't figure out, you know, we couldn't find it. And so my question to you is there some other places we could look?
Yeah. So you're thinking that it recently sold?
Yes, like the 12th of this month.
Oh, the 12th of this month?
Yes.
So it probably wouldn't be in the tax record yet. Let me just check real quick. What's the address again?
It's 7608 Hector Court, Fort Washington. Hector.
Yeah, it's not it's not here yet. Um,
Is the MLS real time with I don't remember with SDAT? Maybe that was a DC property. I wasn't paying
no,
attention.
no. Well, no,
So,
it takes some time, like a month or two, for that
can you
for
call the actual SDAT humans and say, "Hey, do you have one that you haven't recorded yet?" I never thought of that.
no. Well, let me ask you this question. Why do you want to know?
Why do I want to know?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I kind of wanted to get a good idea to see if, if I could blow him down, if you will.
I mean, I would just do that anyway. I would just do that anyway. All they can do is say,
Yeah, well, that's my plan, but I'd like to kind of see what he paid for. But okay,
if I can think of, is anybody on here, Alex or Alicia, um, anybody on here have any idea place we can look at?
Of what, Greg? I'm sorry.
Of what this recently sold for? I think that was it Red? It's either Redfin or there's a site. I want to say Alicia told me one time where you could see what it sold for.
Why
prop
can't he
string.
see on Zillow if he scrolls all the way down?
I don't think that
Mhm.
it's on there.
Aren't all those just drawing from SDAT?
Yeah, it just takes a while for it to record.
Hey, Greg, you were talking about 7608 Hector Court, Fort
Yeah.
Washington,
Yes.
and you're asking was it recently sold?
Yes.
It looks like the property, I don't know, you might have said this already, I missed it. It said it looks like the property recently was scheduled for auction, but it said meaning it likely has not yet sold on the open market.
Yeah, but
So that's all I got.
we took a look at it today on
Okay.
auction.com and it said completed.
So
Um,
Joe is it sound Joe, do I understand properly? You're talking to the guy who says he bought it at auction, and
Right.
you're thinking of buying it from him, and you're
Right.
trying to find out what he paid for it.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. And by the way, he does have he said he has tenants in there as well right now.
Joe, do you know what auction it was?
Auction.com.
Okay.
Like I said, they told us we called the agent there, and she said she couldn't see anything because I guess the transactions weren't complete, but she referred us to the trustee website. My wife went out there, but it's all jibber jabber to us. We didn't see any tabs or anything, or any way to really look up the property.
I guess I might say, hey, yeah, find out what the rent is, but say, hey, show me your settlement statement and I'll give you 20 grand and we can close in 3 weeks.
Hmm.
So maybe he's thinking of waiting. He's going to get them out. He's going to remarket it. Maybe he can make 80 grand or 40 grand. But if you just call him out and say, hey, I'm a win-win guy. Um, if you got a great deal, or you could wait a little bit if he's not putting it on. How did you hear about it?
Well, I do draw inspections, and I was doing inspecting one of his properties, and we just started talking, and he started sending me properties.
Yeah. Hey, how much are you planning on? How much would you like to make on this property? Turn
But
it around.
but I don't know if you heard always what I was saying is that it looks like he bought it with the intent to sell it like right away. So I think there's some kind of conditions to it where he has to have it sold. I guess he's trying to sell it uh before 30 days is up, I guess, because he doesn't really want to buy it, I guess.
Right. So he's flipping it. But if he got it at an amazing deal, I mean, just ask him straight up. Say, hey, how much are you looking to make from this? So in other words, let's say the after repair value, and it doesn't need any repairs, is 500. And he got on the mark. He got it under contract. He wanted at auction for 400. He may be willing to close on it, get the tenants out there, spiff it up a little bit and be able to sell it for $500,000. He's going to have to pay transfer and accommodation costs and closing costs, et cetera, et cetera. Whereas if you flip it around and say, show me your settlement statement or show me your contract, I'll pay you X. In other words, leave some money in the deal for me, buddy. I'll give you, $15,000, and even just see what he says. He may say, well, if you give me 25, I'll do it. And say, well, that depends. What do you have it under contract for? And that might be a negotiated number that could be a win-win. But
Mhm.
if he's going to assign you the contract, two things. Not every auction lets you assign the contract, number one. And number two, someone assigns a contract, they show you the underlying contract.
Mhm. Gotcha.
All right. Let's take this offline, Joe.
Okay.
Let's talk tomorrow. Let me
Okay. Yeah, my wife's gonna go take a look at it, and then I'll come back to you after we see what it looks like. And I certainly appreciate everybody's input, everybody's help towards it.
you've held us up, Joe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Venezuela's up 2-0, and I'm missing it all, Joe. You see
Should
that?
be recording
Oh,
it.
And Howard won their game, Joe. You holding us up, Joe.
Yeah,
It should have been Dominican Republic.
it was intentional, Greg.
You
Hey,
never
Greg,
you never take on with two strikes. If it's close, you got to swing. Okay? You don't take on with two strikes.
Good thing about real estate is you can wait till your pitch comes. You don't just have three ball pitches. You
There
get
you go.
wait till you make money when you buy.
the male or the female on Howard?
This is the male.
Okay,
They won.
great.
Go ahead, Valerie.
Hey, can I follow up with you about this active contract tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else? They're in the Joe. They're in the fifth inning, Joe.
Well, that's good.
I just want you to feel bad.
No, I can't
Yeah,
usually
hey,
watch more
look,
than half a game
I
anyway, unless
I
it's my
don't care
team.
for baseball, so
It's all good. If your Yankees were playing, you'd care, wouldn't you?
oh, pretty much, pretty much. Yeah.
All right,
Thank
you
you,
guys.
Greg. Thank you,
All
Keith.
right,
Thank
thank you
you,
guys.
Alex. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Valerie.
Appreciate you all. Thank you.
See
All
you
right, you
next time.
guys. Call me if you need me. Well, we'll talk again before next Saturday. But all right, you guys, take care.
All right, everybody be safe.
Good night,
Uh,
everybody.
Last.
All right.